Hello everyone, welcome to this particular video. So in this particular video, we'll be discussing another super important concept inside Python called zip function. So this particular function is a very popular function, and you need this particular function going forward whenever you will be doing different projects. You will be implementing different projects. So this particular zip function will help you a lot. So what I will do, I will go to my code editor and I will show you the example of this particular zip function. So guys, you can see zip function is nothing but the zip function returns a zip object, which is an iterator of tuple where the first item in each past iterator is paired together, and then the second item in each past iterator are the paired together. So what I've written here, so let me show you the example. I think then this part will be more clear. So what I will do, I'll take a tool list. Let's say I'll take L1. Let's say L1 is equal to 1 2 3 4, and L2 is equal to, let's say, 5 6 7 8. So let's say these are my two lists. Now I want to just write one logic. So what will happen, I will take this particular item from this particular list 1, and I will take this particular item from this particular list 2, and I will make a tuple. Okay, I will make a tuple. Then again I will take this particular item, and I will take this particular item. Again I will make a tuple. Again I'll take this particular item and take this particular item. So it will make a tuple. That means it will make a pair. Okay, it will make a pair. So what is happening, from list 1 we are taking one item, from list 2 we are taking one item, and we are making a pair. So let me give you one example. Let's say if I just perform zip of L1 and L2, and if I execute this particular program, you will see that it will return you one object. It will return you one object called zip object. Okay, it's a zip object. It's a iterable object. Now if you want to see that particular output, what you can do, you can convert this particular object to a list. Okay, list. That means a list representation. Now if I execute this particular program, now we'll see this particular pair. Okay, pair output. Now see what is happening. First of all, it's taking this particular item, and it is also taking this particular item, and it is making one pair. And the pair, actually you can see it's a tuple. Okay, it's a tuple type data. Okay, tuple type data. It is making tuple type data with the help of this particular pair of value. Now you can see it is taking the second one, and it is taking the second one, it is making another pair. Then this one, another pair, this one, another pair. So that's how we can make a pair, okay, from this particular tool list. Now you can ask me why to use this particular, let's say, concept. There are so many actually project you will be using this particular concept. I will tell you that time, okay, whenever I need it. So let me give you one simple example. Let's say you want to, store the roll number and the student name, okay, in a, let's say, database. So that time actually this particular concept will help you. Let's say I'll give you one example. Let's say this is my roll number. Let's say 1 2 3 4 and 5. Okay, let's say, yeah, let's say I'm having 5 students in this particular class. Also having the student name. Let's say the student name is, let's say, Bappi. Let's say these are the students actually I'm having in that particular class. Okay, now I want to add the roll number with this particular student name. So what I will do, I'll take this particular zip, and inside that I will pass the roll number, and I will also pass the student name. Okay, and I will convert to a list representation. Now if I execute, you will see that Bappi, he is having 1 roll number, Alex 2 roll number, Haris 3 roll number, Umar 4 roll number, 5 Ahmed roll number. Okay, that's how you can store these are the value in the database directly. Okay, this is the idea. So there are so many way actually we can use this particular concept, and this is like very small concept inside Python, but again it's super important. That's why I thought let's draw this particular concept as well. Okay, you can also perform actually mathematical operation with this particular list. Let me show you. So what I will do, I will copy this particular example. So let's say what I want to do, see the output actually I'm getting. I want to do the subtract operation. Okay, I want to do the subtract operation of this particular two number. Let's say 1 subtract 5, 2 subtract 6, then 3 subtraction of 7, and 4 subtraction of 8. I want to perform these kinds of operations. What I can do, simply I can take one list comprehension here. I'll just take a list comprehension. Inside that I'll just write for I and j in zip of L1 and L2, and the I and j I will be getting, I'll just do the multiplication operation, or let's say subtract operation I can do. I'll do subtract operation I subtract of j. Now if you execute this particular program, you will see I will get the output. That means if you just subtract 1 subtract 5, you will get -4. Then 2 subtract 6, you will get -4. Then 3 subtract 7, you will get -4. and 4 subtract 8, you will get -4. Okay. Now if you want to do opposite of it, so what you can do, you can take L2 at the first and you can take L1 at the last. Now see, you will get the positive output. That means what will happen if I am taking L2 at the first and L1 at the last. Now see, first of all, it will pick L2, that means 5, and it will pick L1, that means 1. Okay, 5, 1. Then you will take 6, 2, 6, 2, 7, 3, and 8, 4. Okay, I hope you got it. Okay. Now I think you are thinking, see here I have taken 2 lists only. So can I use this particular zip with multiple list? Is it possible? More than like 2 lists? Yes, it is also possible. Let me show you another example. Let's say I'll give L3 here. And here I'm going to write 9, 10, 11, and 12. Now if I perform this particular zip operation, so inside that I'll pass L1, then L2, L3. Now if I execute this particular program, now it will create actually 3 pair. You can see it will create 3 pair. First of all, it will take this value, then it will take this value, it will take this value, and it will make a pair. Okay, then it will take this value, and this value, and it will make a pair, and so on. That's how you can take as many as list you can. Okay, it will work fine. Now let's say if one of the list is having less value, if you check this particular length, you can see here we are having 4 value, here we are having 4 value, but here we are having 3 value. Now if I execute this particular program, you will see this particular output. Now see, still I'm getting the output. Now see how it has created the output. So first of all, 1, 5, 9, 1, 5, 9, then 2, 6, 10, 2, 6, 10, then 3, 7, 11, 3, 7, 11. Now see, it is ignoring the last actually item. It is ignoring the last item because you can see the last item is short in the list 3. That's why it will ignore the entire actually item. It will ignore the entire item. That's the idea. Now let's say if I delete it as well. If I delete this particular value, it will only create 2 pair. Okay, it will delete this particular 2 item. That is the idea. Okay, it won't be throwing any kinds of error. Instead of that, it will only create the pair which is having the matching number. Okay, which is having the matching number. That is the idea. I hope this part is clear. Now another question I think would be in your mind. See, whenever I use this particular zip in the list comprehension, I use the for loop. That time actually you can see I didn't use any kinds of list. Okay, list actually function to make this particular item as a list, but still it is giving you the value. How this part is working? Because see, it's a iterable object. So this particular zip is a it's an iterable object. So let's say L1, okay, and L2. If I execute, it will give you one zip object, and it's an iterable object. You can perform any kinds of iterator on top of it. You can perform list, you can perform, let's say, tuple, you can perform sets, anything you can perform here. You can also perform something called loop. Let's say if I perform loop for I in range, for I in zip of L1 and L2, and if I print this particular I, still you will get the same pair output. You can see. I hope this part is clear now. Why actually I'm not using this list here? Because again I'm using a iterator here, and for loop is a iterator. Okay, for loop is an iterator, and it's an iterable object. Okay, it's an iterable object, so I can apply any kinds of iterator here, whether it can be list, whether it can be for loop, okay, or any other iterator. Okay, I hope this part is clear now. So basically what is happening, it is making the zip. Okay, it is making the zip of this particular 2 number. I think you know what is zip. You are compressing actually some items, okay, in a actually file. This is called zip. So similar wise, actually in programming also they have make this particular, let's say, concept called zip. So this will actually zip your value. Okay, this will zip your value. Okay, I hope this part is clear, and it will return this particular zip object. I think I showed you, if you are not using this particular list, if you only executing the zip, so it will return you the zip object. And if and zip object is a iterable object, you can see it's a iterable object, or it's a iterator. Okay, iterator tuple. On top of that, you can perform this particular list operation, and you'll convert that particular zip to a list representation. I hope this part is clear. So yes guys, this is all about from this particular video. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.